Well, hello there, and thank you for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be showing off for you my Rakdos Treasures deck. So this is the deck I actually used to climb into Mythic for, what is this, the August season. So yeah, this deck is tried and proven that it can get you up there in the rank if you choose to run it. Let's go ahead and go over it for you real quick. So over here we have what I refer to as the Treasures package. I'm sure lots of people also like this one. We got the Deadly Dispute, the Shambling Ghast, the Eye Twitch. Those are going to make sure we get lots of card draw going on with some good upsides with it. The Kalane also gives us treasure, and the Skullport Merchant will allow us to get some card draw with those treasures, plus make some treasure of his own. We brought some removals, some Soul Shatter, some Bloodsheath Thirst. Soul Shatter is great against those pesky Goldspan Dragons, those Imriths, the Planeswalkers. You never know, but it's just a very versatile instant speed removal. And we also brought the Bloodthief's Thirst because it's just good in the opening game. It's good to clear out a Planeswalker later in the game. Sorcery speed is not the greatest, but there's not a ton of great removal in this format, so this is what I'm choosing to run in this deck. For our main threats, we are running the Immersturm Predator. So this guy is just going to get bigger and bigger every single turn, and he protects himself pretty well. Goes indestructible as long as you have another creature to sack with it. So once again, we have all of our weenies over here that we can use to sack and would use to sack. No problem, no questions asked. Orcus right here is an interesting card that I don't think sees quite enough play. I really do love the Modal cards. Having two different uses can be very valuable. So we can use this guy to clear out some of those weaker board states. Or later on, he can also bring back some of our other threats out of the graveyard and just swing in without people really expecting it. Speaking of threats, we got 4 of the Goldspan Dragon. You know him, you love him. He's just a great creature. I mean, there's no reason not to run 4 of them in this deck, especially being very treasure focused. We have our Blood on the Snows, because what deck is complete without removal in this format? Blood on the Snow is great, brings back any of the creatures that we want, so yeah, just excellent to have. We brought a couple of Valky/Tybalts. I love this card. Tybalt will end the game if you manage to get him out and keep him out, and Valky can really mess up some of the early game tempo some of the decks are looking for. So don't hesitate to throw out the Valky side early game, especially if you're up against like a white or a green deck. It can seriously hamper their game plan. And finally, I finished it off with a couple of Crackle with Powers. I can't count how many games I won with a surprise Crackle with Power right at the end. Especially with all the treasures we're making and the Goldspan doubling those treasures, it is very easy to get lethal Crackle with Powers out. Very easy. And then over on the land side, we are just running 8 of the Swamp, 5 of the Mountains, 4 of the Pathways, 4 of the Mires, and 3 of the Havens. If you go in this format without creature lands, you are asking for a world of hurt, so make sure you bring them. And because we have the Learn, we do have the sideboard with the Sciences, a couple of intros to Annihilations, and finishing it off with the Mascot Exhibitions. So let us go ahead and we will get into some games for you and just give you an idea of how this deck runs. So I will not be cherry picking any of these games for you all here today. These are just going to be a set of games that I am playing. You will see the good, you will see the bad. There may be some rope outs, there may be some long pauses. I cannot guarantee what will happen. But you know that this is real gameplay. I am not just doctoring this to try to shed my deck in a good light for you. So this is a pretty good opening hand for our deck. Having the Ghast and the Deadly Dispute on the opening is beautiful, especially with the 3 lands. That ensures that if we manage to pick up a Goldspan or an Immersturm, we are going to be ready to cast it well ahead of curve, which can be extremely powerful. So let us see what Mr. Maestro XBT is going to be up to over there on his side of the board. We're leading off with our Shambling Ghast. Probably the best opening you could hope for in this deck. Eye Twitch isn't bad either, but Ghast just gives you more of that opening game that you really want. So we got the Valky. Okay. Pretty good pickup. We're gonna go ahead and chill for now. Just tack in for one and hold our Deadly Dispute. We are planning to cast it on their turn. They are showing the green and blue, looking like a Simic ramp deck. So we are going to want to move as fast as possible because he is going to get up to a whole bunch of mana, and he is going to start dropping Cyclone Summoners, Comas, Outrun Epiphanies, all kinds of things we just do not want to deal with. So we just need to get moving. We need to pray we pick up one of our big threats early on, especially now that we're going to be rolling fast. There's an Immersturm. It's a pretty nice pickup for us. So we will definitely be throwing him out right here, right now. Would be nice if we had another creature to back him up with, but since he is running a Simic deck, the chances of him having removal are slim to none. He may have a bounce of some sort, which would be mildly annoying, but we will be able to bring it right back onto the field. So we may not hold off on the Valky. We may plan to play that here pretty early, see if we can catch a Coma or a Summoner out of his hand. That would be very good for us. Okay, just ramping. Alright, so they have a way that they're going to deal with our Predator, so we can expect that to be coming down next turn more than likely. So what I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put out my Skullport Merchant. What this is going to allow us to do is we can now sack our Immersturm Predator when he tries to exile it. And that will allow us to be able to bring it back with a Blood on the Snow later on in the game. If we let him go ahead and exile it here, then we will not be able to bring it back at any point. We've only got 2 of them in the deck, so it pays to be a little bit conservative. We will miss out on the card draw that he would be giving us with this, but we will survive. We will be getting the card draw from sacking the Immersturm anyways, so it is not totally a loss for us. And if he wastes his entire turn doing that, then hey, that means that he is not doing anything else that we need to be threatened by, so I am happy with that. Happy with that. Alright, so we are still just swimming in our lands over here. Not the greatest, not gonna lie. But we are only 1 turn away from the Tibalt, which will completely change the way that this game is playing out, I do hope. Because right now we do not have the acceleration that we need to be finishing off a Simic ramp deck. At our current rate, they will be pounding our face in here in just a turn or 2. Okay, that could be the counterspell or it could be an Epiphany. I would love to see them tap out at this point. I am wary of throwing down a Tibalt with untapped blue. That is a recipe for a really bad day. Okay. It's our turn now. See if we can pick up something. The Ghast. The Ghast is really not much for us at this stage in the game. We will go ahead and put it out, but it is not the greatest thing that we could have been asking for. So that stick right there, that shows me that he has something at instant speed. It could be the counterspell. It could be divide by 0. We are not sure, but we are going to play as if it was a counterspell. The last thing we want is to throw out one of our bad boys and have it just get completely shut down without a chance to breathe. We can't afford to be too patient here, but we can afford to wait a turn. It looks like he did get a little hung up on land, which is amazing for us. Okay. More foretells. Taking a long time to think about what they want to do over there. Okay, another foretell. A lot of foretells over there. Very well could be a counterspell in there. Very well could be. We are definitely going to have to just play as if one of those is a counterspell. But we will just continue to chill. Let them make the first move. They start throwing out epiphanies here. It will not be the greatest for us. But I think we can survive, at least for a time. Really unfortunate we haven't managed to find one of our gold spans yet. Would be very nice in this situation. A coma. Okay. Well, there it is. We can kill it. So we will just need to make sure that we pick up our learn right here right now. Right here right now, and that way he is tapped out, so he has no way to save his coma right now. No way whatsoever. And we got the gold span. That feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. So, how much mana do we have to play with right now? We have 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite enough. Not quite enough. If we throw out the gold span here and he taps it down immediately before we can attack, then that is an issue. But we can't, yeah, it's unfortunate. Maybe we just do this instead, right? Maybe we just do this instead while he's tapped out. I think so. I think we just Tibalt while he is tapped out. Make sure that our nice Tibalt over there can resolve for us. Very nice. And guess what? Now we have a coma. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a coma and a gold span. Isn't that lovely? And we did not have to use our annihilation either, so feels pretty nice for us. Feels pretty nice. Let's see, what are they digging up here? They get another annihilation. They do not have the mana to cast it this turn, which is pretty good for us. It is pretty good. So what much mana are we gonna... Yep, there's the other annihilation, but they don't quite have the mana yet, so yay. Our Tibalt will not be long for this world, but we can at least get a little bit more out of him, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, I think we can gold span and coma next turn. That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? That would be pretty good. Would be good. Alright, so exiling both of the tops of our library. It doesn't matter to us because we can play it whenever. Even if they kill our Tibalt, it doesn't matter. All those are still available for us. And now we will drop our gold span and just pray they do not have the counter. If they do, they do. Life will go on. But if they don't, we are going to put them into a world of hurt. Into a world of hurt. So they got the counter spell up. They're trying to decide whether or not they want to use it. It is a tough decision. I do understand. Yep, okay. So they were wondering what else we could do with our turn that they were more afraid of. I'm pretty sure that's what they were thinking about. I don't know if our Immersturm is scarier, but it is something. And now they have a very hard choice to make here, because do they want to use their annihilation on our Tibalt and then let us cast their coma and have to deal with that, or not? Okay, so they are just going to go ahead and kill the Tibalt. Not much we can do to stop it.
You know what? I've
And we do have to be aware of the bounce as well, right? Because if we cast Coma and they just bounce it, it goes right back in their hand. So maybe it's best just to leave that exiled and make sure they don't have access to that. Maybe that is the better play right now. I do believe that that is the best play. So get in there with the Immersturm, and we will make sure that they don't get back. I guess it doesn't really matter. There's nothing there. Nothing there. And do we have enough to finish off with the Crackle? Let us see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not quite. We are 1 damage off. 1 damage. We gotta sneak in 1 more hit somewhere. Right? Yep. 1 more hit. There's 6, 7. Actually, I guess, you know, he's dead next turn. If he doesn't heal and he doesn't have counter spells up, he is dead. Cultivator, okay. He may still have counter spells up too, so we need to be aware of that. We cannot just all in on the Crackle with power. If we YOLO that out, we may be very sorry. Right now we have a pretty commanding board position, so let's just hold it. Let us just hold it. More land, okay. Land 4 days. Let's just go ahead and put this guy out as a little weenie blocker. Or maybe we sack him to our Predator, who knows. Who knows? I don't. But I know that we are not going to Crackle with power with him having that much mana open. That just seems like a really bad time. We will just keep swinging in with our Predator until they find a way to deal with it. And if they don't find a way to deal with it, we will win. We still have plenty of good stuff in our deck as well, so we are not concerned in the slightest. Okay. They are just drawing like a madman. Which is understandable. They do need to find some way to get this game back into their control. So, if they pull the Cyclone Summoner here and they play it, that's game over. Okay, maybe not. They got the mana. Damn. Damn. They gotta figure out some way to deal with our Immersturm here, though, because otherwise we win. Another Coma. Okay. Okay. So they can use that to lock down our Immersturm. Here's a play, though. Here is a play. How much mana do we got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So we got the mana if we can make them tap out, right? 12 minus 5 is still 7, so that's 2. We need to be able to do it twice, right? So if we use 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh man, we're still 1 mana off. Let us see if we can just get our Ghast killed. And if they let our Ghast through, then we can kill them too. I think we got this. I guess we could do the Hedron too, right? We could do the Hedron too. That gives us the mana. Because when we cast the Annihilation, we force him to have to counter it, right? 2, 3. Yeah, good. So we will force him to counter this to save his coma, and then we will blast him with the Crackle with power for the win. That is what we shall do. If he chooses to not, then, I mean, we still got the Predator, right? It's a tough decision. Tough decision. He probably knows there's treachery afoot. I'm sure he knows that there's treachery afoot. But let's see if he can sniff it out, huh? Let us just see. Hard to say no to the coma. Yep, there we go. Game over. Game over, my friend. Woo! That was a tough one. That was a toughie. Like I said, that's why I got the Crackle with powers in here, though, because you can catch some people with them. They can win you the game. They can do it. Just like we did right there. Okay. Get back in there. Hoping to get you guys at least 3 games today, but we'll see how long these go. Can't make our video too long, right? No one's going to want to sit there and watch 4 hours of Magic on YouTube. I am not thinking that's going to be a thing. But I'll tell you what. If you guys do want to watch 4 hours of Magic, come on over to my my stream sometime. We be playing Magic 5 hours a day, 4 days a week. You guys will get all the Magic play you want. Alright, so we got the most beautiful opening in the world. Most beautiful opening in the world. You'll love to see it. And we are probably up against the Gobos, right? It looks like it is going to be the Gobos. Fine by us, because our Goldspan is going to just be flying down their throat before he even knows what hit him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we will block. And then we will sack. And next turn we got the Goldspan breathing down their back. So yeah. They are not gonna be feeling great about that one, I promise you that. And you know what I really like to do too? I like to just play all black mana, so like, oh, it's mono black, right? And then you just throw out the Goldspan and you're like, oh no! It's a Goldspan! What do I do about that? What do I do about that? I'll tell you what you do. First, that little charger's gonna die. Because I don't care if you do 2 damage to my Goldspan. And then I can bring back out a Ghast as a blocker. That is what I can do. With all of my mana the Goldspan is going to be giving me. The Javelineer? Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. I'm not gonna block that. 1 damage. It's no biggie. It's no big. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's something we probably care a little bit more about blocking, right? Probably it is. Probably it is. Get our Goldspan back in there for some more juicy damage. And then we are just going to hang out and chill. The Bandit Lord. Okay. Okay. I get you. I get you. What do we got? We got 5 mana available. That's just perfect. Just perfect. Because that means that we can do this. Yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. And that is a win. That's the Goblins for you. They win quick or they lose quick. Very nice for us, though, since we're trying to get a few more games in here for you guys, you know? Nice quick games means that we can show you a bit more of the deck. As you could see from that game, the turn 3 Goldspan is just so devastating. They really didn't have a chance. They really did not. Not without some sort of hard removal. Alrighty, what do we got here? What do we got here? It's not quite as nice, not gonna lie. We don't have nearly the acceleration we had in the past, But it's still a fairly nice hand. It is fairly nice. Having the board wipe on hand can be extremely important. And it's always nice to see a gold span come out to play. We don't know exactly when we'll quite get to it, but hopefully it will not take too incredibly long, right? If we can find ourselves one more mana or one more treasure maker, we'd be right in there. And there he is. Ask and ye shall receive, right? Ask and ye shall receive. Get our Kalane out there now. Maybe we get super lucky and we find ourselves a nice little land on our next draw. Then we bring the gold span down for a turn 4. We don't find it. We do not find it. But we do find the Predator. And that's almost as nice. Almost as nice. We got the Kalane out there for a little bit of support. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let us see what you can bring at us, Medusa. Showdown of the Skulls. It's a good card, but it's not going to do much against our Predator. And it gives us an idea of what kind of deck you're running here. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Still not the mana we need. No gold span for us this turn. Life goes on, though. We get him soon. We get him soon, right? And we're getting in for a lot of damage while we wait. And our Immersturm is feeling nice and protected right now. Not gonna lie, he is feeling very nice and protected. So what are they gonna do here? They got the Paladin. Yep. He is, could be annoying, but luckily our Immersturm does not care about Death Touch. Not in the slightest. Alright, and we got another land. So you know what that means? That means it is time to be gold spanning it up out here. And it's going to be just a little bit bigger than normal thanks to our beautiful, beautiful Kalane down there. Just making all of our things bigger and more beautiful. Okay. Okay. And they're going to be learning. What are they going to be learning? What are they interested in learning about? Probably how to get rid of my dragons. That would be my guess. That's what I'd be interested in learning. And that is exactly what they want to learn about. So we do have the treasure open. So if they try to exile one of our guys, we are more than happy to sack it and get some sweet, sweet card draw instead. Okay, they are going after the Immersturm. Interesting choice. I probably would have gone after the gold span, but I mean, both are very good choices. Very good choices. And that will be the end of your turn, my friend. Unless you got a little bit more for us? Okay, you do. You got something. How do we play this? Can we play this out any way that is beyond beneficial for us? I would love to have that Orcus bring back the Immersturm, but it's just not going to happen, right? Just not going to happen. So let's just play it slow and safe for the time being. We still have the gold span out here getting us mass value. So that feels pretty okay. Pretty okay. And they must find a way to deal with our gold span right here, right now. Or that will be just another win for our beautiful Rakdos treasure deck. Just another win in the belt. They have a gold span of their own. Okay. That is just fine with us. They are probably planning to use it as a blocker. I cannot believe they would attack in at this moment. And of course they are not. Well, my friend, I am sorry to tell you, but that is going to be a good game. Because we are simply going to clear the board here, bring back our gold span, and attack in. There is nothing that they can do to stop this. Nothing at all. With one black and one red, nothing. That is a good game. Good game, Medusa. And we rack up another win for our Rakdos Treasures deck. Beautiful. Just beautiful. So as I was trying to tell you guys in the deck description, you know, this deck is viable. We are up here in Mythic 90 percentiles, and we are getting the wins. We are up against Howling Minds, number 1067. Let us see how he feels about the Rakdos Treasures deck, huh? Let us just see that. Not the greatest opening hands, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. It's okay though. I think we can play this one out. We can play this one out. We got the Valky there, depending on what colors we see them running. That could be a very, very sweet card for us. Red and white, okay. So, are they probably going to be another Goblins deck? It is very possible we are seeing another one. So let us just take a gander at what they are doing over there, huh? Let us just see. Ooh, okay. No, they are playing a very spell-heavy deck. Now we know what we are up against. Now we do know what we are up against. Doomscars, Epiphanies, Commands. Whew. Alright. So, we do need to be aware and prepared for all of that. He needs one more white for the Doomscar. Do we want to just go ahead and throw out the Skullport and possibly get hit with that? I'm not sure that we do. We probably should have thrown out the tapped land here. Probably should have done that. Because we know right there they got the other white. There's a very good chance they're just going to be wiping us out with the Doomscar here. Very good chance indeed. We are not going to throw our Skullport Merchant out there to be slaughtered. I would rather save him for a future use. Okay, okay. So, that is actually very nice for us. Very nice indeed. The question is do they have the counterspell up? They have the Divide by Zero, that's for sure. But do they have the counterspell? I don't know. I do not know. They may. Or they may just want to divide us. Either way, we are going to, we are not going to play into that. We are going to make them divide one of these guys right here, if that's what they want to do. And that's what they can do. We are okay to wait for the time being. We cannot be waiting too long, but there we go. Okay. That is just fine, my friend. That is just fine. Eventually, you will need to do something with your mana, and we will feel much more confident about doing something ourselves. Yes, yes. And until that time comes, we just keep coming at you with the eye twitch. Does that seem good? Seems okay. Seems okay. Eventually, you need to do something, right? The iteration, okay. Okay. Would love to find one of our faceless havens here right now. Would be very nice. So the iteration is posing some issues there for Mr. Howling Minds. He's having a hard time deciding what he wants and what he wants to toss. It can be a hard decision sometimes. He found some land though, so good for him. It is tapped. Oh, and now he is tapped out. Very good for us. Very good. Now we can feel confident playing our Predator right here. I feel happy to have that on the field. Yes, I do. They may be able just to bounce it right back into our hand. That is a possibility. They may do that. But we shall see. They may just decide they want to take some extra turns here. That's exactly what they decide they want. Just want to take some extra turns for now. Make some decisions later about how to play it. Okay. They want the birdie blockers. It's a possibility. A possibility. We'll just keep building up ourselves over here. Honestly, getting a little nervous, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. We are giving them way too much time over there. It's not going to be good for us, I do not believe. But we will just see what we can do. We will just see what we can do. Interesting they chose to do it. Well, they were worried about what else we could play, I suppose. Makes sense. Just like we're worried about what else they can play, right? So they got the Annihilation. It's going to be for our Predator. That tells us that they don't have a counterspell, right? The Cody deck. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, we'll just make sure that thing doesn't stay alive, right? We will just make sure of that. And get rid of the Cody. Or pull the counterspell, right? Yeah. Take it. We take it. So if we put down our Immersturm right here, we know that they are going to be annihilationing it, right? What if we pull it down the Skullport first, and then we can put the Immersturm next turn? And that way, if they want to... actually, we'll choose the treasure, right? We'll choose the treasure. It doesn't seem like they have a counterspell. I can't believe that they wouldn't have countered the other thing, right? They just let their Cody die? Doesn't seem right. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, okay. We don't have the mana now to sack it, so we are playing with fire. Probably not the smartest move here, but it's what we did. It is what we did. We get another card. Hopefully we get something nice. The Eye Twitch is not nice. Not what we were looking for. The Blood on the Snow, though. That could be a little interesting later. Not right now, though, I don't think. And let's see here. I think we just keep pulling the Bloodchief Thirst for the next Cody. I don't expect them to have anything else in their deck besides Cody's upon Cody's, but... Okay, that's fine with us. We will do a little learning here. We will do a little learning here. We will learn about mascot exhibitions. Yes, we will. No, we don't have the mana yet, but we will soon. We will soon. And you must be afraid of tapping out now. You are afraid of tapping out now. I understand. We'll just keep coming at you just like this, right? Just like this. Wear you down. 2 damage at a time if need be. Because we know you got the Doom Scar. At least one of them. And I don't feel like walking right into that Doom Scar. I am not going to lie. The Lore Hold Command. Okay. Okay. Sure. 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 We'll take it. We'll take it. I'd rather use the Bloodchief Thirst, I think. Save the Soul Shatter with the instant interaction. And we can Bloodchief for 1 mana here. So if they want to waste a counter spell on that, that feels pretty good for us. Another Cody. Yeah, there it is. Okay, well, nope. Nope, nope. You're going to waste a counter spell on that if you're going to keep it. That is what you're going to have to do. Sure. Sure. But we still get to kill your little token there, which is okay. It's okay. And you still don't get to keep your Cody out. So we will take it. We will take it. And we will just come back in at you for 2. Doot dee doop. Doot dee doop. Doop ba doop. Play around the Doom Scar that we know you have. He's going to want to put down the Cody again, which is fine. Fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. We got the Bloodchief. We got the Blood on the Snow. Starnheim, okay. And they tapped out for it. That's beautiful for us, isn't it? Just a beautiful for us. And then, oh, isn't that the big FU? Let's take his Cody. Let's take his Cody. Oh, that's great. That is just classic. Classic Valky. Classic Valky. Take the Cody. He's going to take it right back with that Dragon Fire, but it was still good for a laugh, right? Oh, good times, good times. And Cody's back. The Codester is back. Okay, we Blood Chief and he counters it. Can we do anything else? Not really, but let's give it a go, right? Let's see if we can kill the Cody yet again. Does he have the counter spell? Is that a counter or is that an epiphany? Oh, it was not the counter. Okay. Okay. So, what do we do about that? Do we sciences here? Do we do this merchant? Probably. He's probably gonna epiphany here now, right? It's probably game. Probably game. Okay, well he used a whole bunch of mana there to scry. I guess he's not going to be winning the game this turn. We get another chance. We get another chance. And he's tapped out on blue. Beautiful. Oh no, there it is. There it is. There's the blue. Okay. Sure. Get at us for one with your Cody. What is that? 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And he's tapped, so that's game. That is game. The Crackle with power, bringing it home yet again. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Crackle with power. I feel powerful. I feel powerful. I'll tell you that right now. Well, there you go, guys. So there was a quick look into my Rakdos Treasures deck. Like I said, I did use it to climb all the way up here to Mythic, and as you can see, it still performs just fine even at the Mythic level. So hey, feel free to take a look, give it a try yourself, make some modifications, drop some comments, give me a like, give me a subscribe, let me know how you guys are doing out there today. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.